Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk about a once in a 12-year transit, which is Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, entering, or what astrologers call ingressing, into the sign of Libra this Friday, the 9th of September 2016, where he'll stay for approximately 1 year until the 10th of October 2017. Now, he'll spend about 1 year transiting Libra. So Jupiter is traditionally known as the greater benefic, so he brings good fortune and abundance, and he expands whatever area of life or house of the horoscope he's moving through. So he's about growth, travel, education, moving beyond our familiar boundaries. He's about wisdom, the gaining of wisdom. He's a social planet, so he's about the socialisation process. And Libra is also a social sign, so it's about the urge to relate. It's cardinal, so it has that initiatory action. It corresponds with the beginning of spring here in the southern hemisphere. And it's an air sign, so it likes to relate to others, communicate. It's about relationships. So this transit generally is about creating balance in our communications and our connections to others. And because this is about balance, it's the scales of justice. It's about being fair, conciliatory, sharing our wisdom and listening to others. So it's not about being divisive and polarising, it's about bringing people together, bringing peace and harmony, compromising with others. And it also rules beauty in the arts because Libra is ruled by Venus. So bring more beauty into our lives. So here are the houses down here that I'll just briefly talk about, and you can look at where Jupiter is transiting in Libra in whatever house, area of life or field of experience in your own horoscope, and see where this energy can assist you the most in expanding and opening up your life. Jupiter will expand whatever's there, so if there's nothing there, he'll expand nothing. If there's something that's not going according to your wishes in that area of life, this might be an opportunity to change things and get things back on the right track. Okay, so if Jupiter is moving through your first house of the self, so that can be an expansion and new understanding about ourselves and a new way of reaching out into the world. It can be movement, so you might move somewhere or move overseas, about having new goals. Because it's a house of self-image and Jupiter's about expansion, you might literally put on weight and expand the physical self. In the second house, it's about expanding our physical resources. So that's the stuff of life. It's the natural Taurian house. If we take the horoscope from 0 degrees Aries point, the vernal equinox point. So expand our physical resources, maybe our income and finances, growth in material items, our material possessions, maybe things of beauty. Spending money on things that we believe in. Jupiter naturally rules Sagittarius, which is about, and the 9th house is about belief systems. They're loosely related. And what brings us meaning? It's that arrow, that search for meaning and broadening our horizons. So spending money, learning about also our innate skills and talents. Things that are of innate value in us, and also maybe purchasing things that are of value as well. In the third house, there could be an expansion or growth in the understanding of our ideas, the way we think, our communication patterns. We might take on some short course. There could be changes in our immediate environment, in our neighbourhood. And if we have brothers and sisters, there could be growth in some form in our sibling relationships. Now, as Jupiter transits the 4th house here, that's about the home. So improving or beautifying the home, making renovations, maybe adding on a room, expanding in that way. And also because it's the foundations, the nadir here, the IC, foundations of the horoscope. We might have a growth in our feelings of safety and security, searching and exploring where we belong, who's our tribe, who do we belong to. In the 5th house, the natural Leo house, so that's about expanding our creative self-expression. We might have more interactions with children in some way. If we're in the cycles of life that may indicate pregnancy, ladies may become pregnant. We could be teaching children. Jupiter rules education. Or taking courses, studying in the areas of creative self-expression. So if you've ever wanted to take up that art course or drama course, this would be the time to broaden your creative horizons. In the 6th house, there'll be change, growth in our day-to-day work routines. So we might move to a bigger office, we might have more colleagues joining our team. And it also rules health. So the 6th house can be a search for meaning about our health and beauty. So we might take a course on bettering our health. We might take up a course in naturopathy, or take up yoga, or take up a beauty therapy course. Things of that nature. In the 7th house, which is the natural Libra house, this is about relationships. So we might find more meaning in our relationships with others, especially our marriages, so those intimate one-to-one partnerships, and also any business partnerships as well. So expanding on them. So if you're single, you might have the opportunity to meet somebody new and form a relationship, or if you're already in a committed partnership, personally you might be travelling or studying with a partner, having fun, and also because Jupiter is a social planet, it also rules not only our beliefs but how ethics and morals. So things around ethics and morals and our beliefs may arise in our relationships. In the 8th house, the natural Scorpio house, there could be more meaning and digging down into the depths and finding the truth around our emotional intimacy with others. And again, the whole beliefs, ethics, morals, those sorts of issues may come up in sexual partnerships especially. It's also, they call it traditionally the house of sex, death and taxes. So death may be an issue that comes up. So inheritances, so some sort of family legacy in some way. Wills, legal issues, property matters, anything where there's shared or joint resources involved. So just be mindful if Jupiter's transiting the 8th that there can be an expansion or legal issues related to that area. Might be just writing your will though. And in the 9th house, the natural Sagittarian house that Jupiter rules, so we could have some expansion by travelling overseas, that long distance travel, higher learning at university, so broadening our minds either philosophically or geographically, moving overseas, so finding our home overseas, exploring these foreign lands and cultures. The search for meaning, so finding some meaning. We might go to an ashram in India and search for meaning. In the 10th house, the culmination point of the horoscope, the MC, medium Koli or mid-heaven, we could have a promotion in our career. That's a lovely transit to have if you've been working hard. A new career move, there could be movement in the career. Some sort of expansion in your public standing, so some public recognition coming your way, and maybe finding some hope and faith and a new sense of meaning in your vocation. This here is our highest calling, our vocation. It's not only career, but it's what we're here to do on this earth plane while we're here. Or your workplace that you work 4, that might expand, so there might be new branches springing up around the place. Our 11th house, that's about being part of a group and community, so there could be some expansion in that area. You might become more a part of the community. It's also about our friendships and networks, so your friendship circle might expand, or you find new meaning within your friendships, or expand your whole circle of friends and become more meaningful and explore more of yourself and more opportunities with like-minded people. This is a natural Aquarian house. It's a house of equality, and it's about like-minded people, humanitarian interests. And then that brings me to the 12th house, tucked away here. So that's more of a reflective time of finding meaning by connecting with the inner self. So our inner life, our inner nature. So that takes some time out to meditate. You might even want to study some metaphysical subjects, the tarot or psychic realms. And because it's also a house of the family legacy as well, you might want to study your family histories, your ancestry. So that's it. Have a look at where Jupiter will be transiting in your horoscope over the next 12 months, and look forward to using the energy for some growth and opportunity and abundance in your life. And thank you for watching and listening. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment, share, and if you want to email me, michelle@theleftandraightbrain.com.au. And I do read at a shop in Maitland, the Mystic Hippie Gibson Healing Shop at 375 High Street, Maitland. Thanks again. I'll be back talking about the lunar eclipse coming up very shortly. Goodbye.